So we'll try to keep this one a little shorter for you people that have lives and stuff to do. So I got rambling yesterday, and it kind of took off from there. And because I don't have a limit on mine, it just kind of goes. So instead of getting 5 videos, you get one, and it's way too long. But look, we're already rambling. Uh, I want to say with what Sean posted about Victor and Alex, I don't remember how they got captured exactly, but I remember they were being in hell. Like just some stuff they had that they were being held separately, and they were doing their thing to Alex, and they were doing their thing to Victor. And I misspoke earlier. One of Victor's other things was that he could basically turn off pain. Like that was his secondary power. Because I think you got like one or two powers you could do in Drew's game. So it was just one of those ones where usually he didn't do it because he didn't want people to realize he was immortal or anything like that. Like, oh, you shot me. Oh, my side, it hurts so bad. Why does this bullet hurt so bad? Everything like that. Uh, so I can't remember what they were doing to Alex. I don't think it was anywhere near as bad as Victor, which was one of those ones where it's like I feel like Drew, Drew was trying to screw me over again with that immortality thing. People like, oh yeah, the immortals out there. They had me, and they were torturing Victor like really bad, and so I turned the paint off, like so I could basically focus, but my focus was on acting like I was being tortured. I was like, it's this terrible experience that is happening, and it's just like really, really playing it up. So like, oh man, maybe this guy doesn't know anything. Maybe this guy isn't like this immortal guy who can't feel pain. Which again, the NPCs knew. Which again, because there's an assembly line of NPCs in Drew's game that get a dossier on the characters, as we stated out and pissed the DM off with. Uh, Yeah, so they were torturing him, and I think Alex got him out, like Casey said, and we were making our way out from there, and that's when like you said that chick showed up, and at that point Victor had had enough. He had enough of not. You gotta remember, George was still a little sensitive from Alternus and Aluxis getting disrespected. George was still a little sensitive when it came to Drew's game, so he wasn't having any of that nonsense, and maybe some of that bled over to my character a little bit. So when Drew showed up with some like female NPC that was here to help us and secretly a double agent and everything like that, nope. DM, she was a triple agent. I knew it. There's no way an NPC's out there to help you. She's out there to eventually disrespect you. So, so I whipped out the gun that because it was like whenever Alex has his guns aplenty and everything like that, and he basically rearmed me whenever we got out. And she's there like, okay, guys, listen, this is what's really going on. This is what's really going on. And it's like, it was the ones where like the DM was like, I think it was like he said that and he started to describe it. It's like, whoa, DM, let me save you the trouble. I pull out my gun, point it at her face, and pull the trigger. And he's like, wait, player. And it's like, it was one of those ones where he wanted to wait to like finish describing her and like finish like her sentence or something like that. I was like, no, DM, it doesn't matter. I'm saving you the time. I blow her away. And I remember Sean's face, and it was pretty much what he did in the video. And he's just like, okay then. And he he's like, and Victor was like, he's like, well, guess we can't go back home. And I think that was kind of our next plan of action. Is like, well, we're gonna have to move now. They know where we live. I think that might have been the thing, is they might have, either that Sean left out, is I think they assaulted us at our boathouse. Like I thought we got out of something, we went home, and then they came and they got us. Like I think that was something. So they knew where we lived. So Victor was gonna go collect his favorite pan that he liked to cook in, that one of Alex's trampy hoes decided to try to ruin, and they were going to be on their way to start a new life somewhere else. It's like, you got to get used to this, kid. This is the life. You don't get to stay down and settle and have like a place that you like. You got to be ready to drop everything at the flip of a coin like that. And that was where the game ended, was them basically having to relocate because this organization was after them. But Victor wasn't about that nonsense. Like, just because you got a pretty face and all that kind of stuff, that you don't get to hear your character described and how pretty she is and how like moderately, she wasn't like super attractive, but she was like decently attractive and everything like that. Nope, doesn't matter. You get your face blown away. But yeah, yeah. It was a hilarious ending to that story, and like I said, it could have gone on more. I can't remember why it ended. Like I feel like it was just kind of maybe it was because Sean was leaving then, and we just kind of broke it off. I don't remember Ralph Han, but yeah, that was still such a fun duo to play. And okay, I'll try to keep this short. I promise. Yeah, that was what I was. The sword things with Atticus was he just like I think like everywhere he went, like he was looking for legendary weapons. Like that was kind of the thing, and swords were his favorite. So like he would pick up some swords here and there, and a lot of them didn't do anything cool or anything like that. But he would just like the design. Like he was kind of a collector of swords. And when I saw him again, it's like this is one of the ones where it's like, oh man, the Generations DM is the man, because we got to see him later because as I mentioned, like we didn't get the opportunity to play the Overworld or Underworld back then, and he had Heavenspawn armor, and he had like 7 swords across his back. Like he looked like one of those, and like all different sizes and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, man, you went out there, you found yourself some swords, you did it, man. You lived my dream as far as like a PC went turning into an NPC. So that definitely brought me a lot of happiness when it came to that character. Like to see him out there collecting his swords, finally redeeming himself, getting like the Heaven Spawn armor and everything like that. It was such a fun character. Like I said, I don't want to say he's my favorite because I had so many fun characters. Like Zeratul was a lot of fun despite all his hardships. It was like his was fun through like the trial, like the ordeal of it. Like you had to look back and kind of dust your brow off. Like, man, that was a rough session, but it was awesome. Don't let Sean tell you the Generations isn't everything. Generations is the game. But yeah, like I said, just seeing Atticus, like that's one of those ones where I said like in future movies I'm gonna start requesting to see him a lot more as far as like NPCs go. If he's still out there, he might have died like a long time ago or something like that. But I'm sure like DM has the files for that NPC, so maybe we'll see a little more. All right, I'm gonna cut out there before it gets too long.